Read on all this with Rebecca Walser. Rebecca, what do you think of what's going on, how the market is digesting all of this? Some crazy cross currents. Good news on the president, we hope that continues. Good news on the first lady, we hope that continues. Bad news, or at least worrisome news, on this ongoing spreading going on in and around the White House that's now, taken about a half a dozen people who've since tested positive, prominent people, many, many more that could be affected. Your thoughts?
Neil, it's sort of crazy. This year can't get any crazier. I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. This year's just bananas. Why didn't we see this earlier? Why didn't we see the White House, the staff, the super spreader event happen earlier? It's just amazing that it happened this close to the election. And all I can think of is that it's going to be a learning lesson for America, right? Because I am not one. I was all on board. I think everybody was on board for the initial shutdown, 2 weeks to flatten the curve. That obviously turned into 6 months of a hodgepodge of different reopening schedule across the country. And we need to act differently this time. So I listened to all of your former guests, previous guests that were just talking about, hey, this is let's quarantine, let's self-contain. But all we're doing is delaying the inevitable, until there's an actual vaccine. If you go out and live any kind of life, you are subjecting yourself to risk. And, with social distance, with masks, we don't know the efficacy of masks. So the point is, let's see how we do with all of these people that are so close to the White House that have been affected. I think the markets are happy right now, Neil, because the president is tolerating it. And because, just like you said, we do have a little bit of a better chance of getting some stimulus, but we need it. I mean, airlines carved out has to be done. That entire industry, as we've talked about many times, is a huge cash burn that they can't just wait indefinitely for additional stimulus without collapsing. So we've got to get the airlines taken care of, but we need more stimulus. And whether or not it gets done before Election Day, Neil, it's so political right now. I just don't know if it's going to happen before November 3rd.
Well, the more kind of news we get like this, the more it could happen. We'll watch it very closely, Rebecca. Thank you very, very much. Rebecca Walser here. As you can see, stocks are enjoying this ride here on the prospect that whatever is going